How you doing, folks? This is Hero of None here. Basically going over a quick tutorial on Imperial City, what to save, what to break down, and some of the crafting stuff that we have going on here. Also, where to go ahead and farm some of your materials as well. So we're just in the main Imperial sewers here, right at the entrance. And we're on Elder Dominion side, but on Ebonheart and DC you have similar dungeon areas as well. Now, first thing you're probably going to be looking for is some of the new provisioning and alchemy stuff. Best way to do it is right in here. You're going to want to grab anything like backpacks. As you can see, you have some of the new provisioning recipes here. And you also find some of the Lorcairian tiers here as well. Now, well, you can get the bags and all this stuff and take a look for recipes and all this stuff and a couple of these tiers. You can also grab bottles like these. Grab every single one that you have. And that is going to give you usually some junk drinks or such. You know, rank 5 or whatever. Also gives you essence. Essence of magicka, health, stamina, as you can see here. Which is going to be the V15 stuff. Not too bad to get, and you can use it for fodder as you do other stuff as well. So you go ahead and grab that, grab all this other good stuff here. Just load up on anything you can find. Further in here, you're going to find your crafting areas, as well as more stuff that you can go ahead and open up. More drinks as well. More urns. More backpacks. Make sure to search everything again in here. We're going to come back here in a minute. We're just going to keep on showing you different places you can get stuff on the Elder Dominion side. If you have EP, you have DC, you can find these places pretty easy. See, urns, barrels. Just look for anything that you can possibly get. These urns up here. On the shelves. Barrels. Look for it all. Get the drinks. Hey, you might talk to somebody if you mess up there. Drinks on tables, they're not going to drink them. More backpacks. Cabinets. Desks. Even these kegs. Take a look at them. You have tiers in here. These tiers are what you use to get your V16, or sorry, not V16, V15 alchemy ingredients. And when you first start out here, you're going to want to have those. The rest of the junk stuff that you grab, you can easily just toss. I do recommend grabbing lockpicks because you're going to need them when you're in the sewers here, okay? So that's pretty much everything here that I found on the Elder Dominion side, except for some places that you have to jump up really high to get to. But that's the simple stuff in here. And remember, you can every time that you come down here, you load into the districts or you go into the sewers for a little while, you're able to come right back in here, okay? Now, on top of that, you have a couple different stations here. This is not the new armor sets here, but the good thing here is you can come back here, and after each run, you can take any of the ancestor stuff, any of the rubido stuff. Rubido stuff here, and break it down. Each one of these is going to give you at least one piece of rubido leather or one piece of ancestor. You can also do it with the other stuff here. And this only works for your veteran level characters, as I found out. So breaking down each one of these here is going to give me a stack of this stuff here. And I recommend breaking it down, even if you're not a crafter. It's going to give you at least one, and you can give that over to somebody else to make you a set of V15 gear or V16 gear a little bit later on. For blacksmithing, you can go and deconstruct your rubidite. We were running dungeons and a little bit of the city earlier. That's why I have some of these items to break down here. And you also have woodworking stuff here. So that is the ruby ash. Okay. And if you look at my inventory here, you can see the materials. And you can see the rubidite ingots, rubidite leather, ancestral silk, and the sandy ruby ash there. Alright, so next, V15 and V16 gear. prepare to cry a little bit. Okay, why? Well, the Sandy Ruby stuff for the V15 is pretty normal. It's much like the Nightwood stuff. You know, about 11 there. You had about 16 Nightwood to make one V14. You have 12 items here to make the V15 stuff, but you get into the 16 and whoa, look at that. We go up by 10, okay? It's a factor of 10 when you go from the 15 to the 16. It's kind of ridiculous. I don't like that decision and the changes here, especially if they're going to be releasing Orsinium a little bit later on, and we're going to be looking at possible 17 and 18 gear. Where are they going to go from here? Are we going to have more Ruby Ash? Are we going to have more mats that you have to get in Orsinium? I don't know. That's up for them to decide later on, but it is quite a steep hill. So even if you're not looking to craft yourself a V16 set or a V15 set anytime soon, if you get this stuff, break it down, save it, sell it on the auction house if you want. It's going to be worth more cash broken down than it is actually selling it off to a vendor, in my opinion. In addition to that, we also had a couple items here that I'll link up real quick. Or at least I'll show you here. And so first one is the Armor Master. This is one of the new sets here that is in the Memorial District. And you notice that it's a maximum health, physical resistance, spell resistance, Armor Master, and when you have this ability slotted, increase your maximum health by 5%, or for each armor ability slot, you get your health increased by 5%, and activate armor abilities give you extra physical and spell resistance. Second set that we have is a redistribution, which is in the gardens area, I believe. I'm probably wrong on that, but I'll double check. Health, Magicka, or health, stamina, and Magicka, and the 5 set is a redistributor. Anytime you heal yourself at full health, it heals other nearby ally. Heal a nearby ally for 2,047. This effect can only happen every 3 seconds. This is alright, but honestly it's not the greatest from what I've seen. From the testing I've heard on this, it only heals one ally. It's not healing allies for 2,000. So when are you going to use this? I'm not quite certain on that. It's kind of rough for me to see how that's going to be used, unless they make it maybe a limit of 4 people healed. Finally is the Noble's Conquest. 928 just basically health, stamina, and healing taken, and then finally interrupting enemies causes them to take 8% increased damage, and also heals you for 3,750. This is up in the Nobles District, so this is where you can find these. Remember, these skip every other one here. So okay, so yeah, it's the Arboretum, not the Gardens, which I was thinking was the other one here. So basically up here in the Memorial District is where you get the Armor Master. Down here you have the Arbor Ardenum, where you get the redistribution. And down here the Nobles District is where you get the Nobles Armor here. So that's usually where you can get them. Now, other than the home base, I will say that you can go into any one of these districts here, and especially the ones that don't have water around them and have a lot of like you see some of these areas, you have the houses just sitting on the outside. There's a few of these you can enter in and actually loot the gear as well. So do keep a lookout inside some of here. I won't give them away, because if I give them away on stream here in this highlight video, everyone's going to just storm into these places and you're going to have a bad time. But do take a look at some of these areas. I will tell you that there are some nice little areas to farm mats, especially some of the waters and some of the new recipes as well. Some of the new V15 recipes, I showed a green one earlier there, but just to show one that I picked up just recently here. As you can see, they have V15 quality stuff now, which is going to increase a lot of the stuff that you have. As you can see, this one here is just a basic one here for stamina and magicka recovery by 493. Compared to this to some of the other stuff here, it increases a bit, but some of the purple stuff is a little bit better in my opinion if you can grab it. So that's pretty much it for some of the stuff that you can grab here and some of the crafting stuff. I'll put up some new videos as I come along here. Some of the other stuff that's going to be a little bit more interesting later on will be the sets when I actually get the items for that as well. So thank you very much for your time, guys, and I hope you have a good time in the Imperial City. In the meantime, alright, that highlight is done there.